Hey guys, Tiju22 here, and we're going to have ourselves a 10-man Rumble for the Gold, and this time it's going to be for the ECW Championship, and of course, since it's only one championship, we have 10 men. So with that in mind, well, let's just get started. We're going to skip the preliminaries, as I'm kind of running short on time, but yeah, we didn't get a winner in the last match, and really, there's not much else I could do about it, but, hey, sometimes those are the breaks. You never know what's going to happen on this show, believe me. Sometimes even I don't know, but hey, that's the beauty of it. So yeah, as of the time I'm recording this, it is nighttime on August 1st, but like I said before, August 2nd is when I start my new Let's Play. And you guys, I'm pretty sure you guys are going to like it. I really think you will. But, anyway, we start off with Mantaur, who was in the last match, who was among the randomly selected opponents to, or competitors rather, to be in this match. And the first person he draws is Sin Cara. That's, in Spanish, that means without a face, or no face. Wow, what a slam by Mantaur, just picking him up like he's nothing. But then again, Sin Cara is light in weight, but you don't want to count him out. So for Sin Cara, he's gonna have to pace himself. And meanwhile, here comes Wade Barrett, leader of the Core. I mean, he's big and strong enough to take on Mantaur. I mean, Mantaur throws over Sin Cara, and now Sin Cara is in trouble. And in comes Wade Barrett. Let's see what he's gonna do. What the hell? Folks, did you not see that? Wow, Sin Cara went through the ring only to come out. Like, wow, what the hell, man? Seriously, if this is not Looney Tunes wrestling, I don't know what is, man. I mean, believe me, I was gonna say, yeah, Looney Tunes wrestling is not the name of our company. For a moment there, I was about to turn into Porky Pig. Oh no, yeah, the Core is now 2 men strong, because here comes another member of the Core, Justin Gabriel. And thrown over the top rope is Sin Cara, but he skins the cat, so to speak. I don't know why they call it skins the cat, but I didn't come up with the term. And of course, Mantaur, realizing that he'll be in a 2-on-1 disadvantage if Sin Cara goes out of the ring, but wow, the Core are fighting each other. I mean, really, if I was Wade Barrett and Justin Gabriel, I would go after all the other competitors before going at each other. But it looks like Sin Cara's still going right after Mantaur, but Mantaur, come on. Mantaur is big and strong. You're going to have to do more to Mantaur if you want to get rid of him. But I'm surprised the Core are fighting each other. I'll tell you one thing, you're going to have to call AAA to get Mantaur out of the ring. And well, here comes Goldust. We haven't seen Goldust in a long, long time. I mean, this is amazing. I cannot believe the Core are fighting each other. And here comes Goldust. I don't know what he's going to do, but I understand that, well, out goes Sin Cara. I mean, his size just would not, well, out goes Justin Gabriel, so much for the Core being a unit. And here comes Goldust. Now, Mantaur mentioned to me on more than one occasion that Goldust was one of his favorite wrestlers. And Goldust was actually trying to eliminate Mantaur right then and there. And Mantaur, for whatever reason, saved his idol. And a knife-edge chop to Wade Barrett. And who's up now? Oh, it's the Rated R superstar, Edge. And Mantaur is in deep, deep trouble. But he gets out of that predicament. And wait a minute. Pile driver! Pile driver right to Wade Barrett. To Wade Barrett, excuse me. I didn't mean to butcher it like that, but a pile driver right to Wade Barrett. And that move has put out a couple of guys. I mean, a move like that could put out anybody, really. Wait a minute. Wasteland! Wasteland right to Edge. So Edge just got wasted. Well, not like that, but you know what I mean. In the sense that that was his move. Wade Barrett's, that is. An electric chair drop to Wade Barrett. And an inverted power slam onto Goldust. I mean, really, Mantaur is just power personified. I mean, he could do just about anything to anybody. And, uh-oh, here comes a member of the Four Horsemen. Now, this would be to Mantaur's advantage, and for the advantage of the Four Horsemen. But the question is, will they work together, or will they be just like the Core and break apart? And Mantaur going right after his idol, Goldust. And Goldust has been eliminated by one of his biggest fans in Mantaur, but it had to be done, though. It had to be done. And now Wade Barrett, well, yeah, Wade Barrett was the one that, well, once again, it is every man for himself because both members of the Four Horsemen are going right after each other. Who's up now? Oh, no, now the Four Horsemen are 3 men strong. Meanwhile, Edge is trying to get rid of Wade Barrett. And for whatever reason, Arn Anderson decided to save him. Oh, now the Four Horsemen are definitely going to team up with one another. But Edge somehow, someway escapes elimination from at that point. Oh, now it looks to me like Edge and Chuck Norris are going to team up to get rid of Mantaur. I mean, I was going to say, yeah, it's going to take more than one person to get rid of Mantaur, but Mantaur somehow escaped that time. But I wonder, who's up next, though? Yeah, I had a feeling there was at least one other person left. I wasn't sure, really. Well, let's see if this evens out the odds. And well, here comes Edge's tag team partner, Christian. So if Wade Barrett was smart, he would work with Edge and Christian at least until one of the Four Horsemen get eliminated. And now he's going to try to get rid of Mantaur once again. Okay, so now the ring is full, so we can't have any more entrants until at least one person gets eliminated, or if this is the final. Wait a minute, a second pile driver right to Wade Barrett. I mean, I'll tell you one thing: Wade Barrett's neck is not going to feel any better when he gets up the next morning. And meanwhile, Edge is going to try to get rid of Arn Anderson of the Four Horsemen, but he doesn't. Meanwhile, Christian trying to get rid of Chuck Norris. And Chuck Norris, no, he stayed in. And Mantaur has been in this match since the beginning. But even Mantaur cannot take the punishment anymore. I don't even know if he can stay in. But does he? That's the question. And Mantaur has finally been eliminated. He was in that match since the beginning. And Wade Barrett was number 3, so now Wade Barrett has now been in there the longest of the men that are in there right now. So now we've been paired off a little bit. We have Edge and Christian, and we have Arn Anderson and Chuck Norris of the Four Horsemen, and then you just have Wade Barrett all by himself. So if you're Wade Barrett, you just have to play it by the numbers. You certainly don't want to go down to the wire with both members of a team after you. And a drop kick to Wade Barrett, but Wade Barrett stayed in. And Wade Barrett eliminated. Well, that's it for Wade Barrett. So now we're down. So now we're paired off with the Four Horsemen, and well, yeah, Christian naturally saved his brother, Edge. But it seems to me we actually have another entrant coming up. But who? That's the question. And out goes Edge. And meanwhile, here comes Ezekiel Jackson, who is actually the nephew of Michael Jackson, if that was even possible. But Christian stayed in. So for Ezekiel Jackson, his best bet would have to be to eliminate at least one of the Four Horsemen, otherwise face a 2-on-1 situation against him. And Christian stayed in. Arn Anderson gets thrown over. Remember, this is for the ECW Championship. And Arn Anderson, man, I'll give Arn Anderson a lot of credit. I mean, he just came off a brutal match for that title, but now he has another chance to win it in this type of matchup. But the same thing could be said for Chuck Norris, who was not even involved in that match. But right now, Chuck Norris trying to get rid of Christian. And he does. Christian is gone. And now Ezekiel Jackson is in deep trouble. He's trying to get rid of Arn Anderson, but is Chuck Norris going to help him? Or is he going to allow... Yep, he's going to let Arn Anderson get eliminated. I guess he wanted to... Yeah, he was in it for himself, because now these are the last two men. Chuck Norris and the cousin, or not the cousin, but rather the nephew of Michael Jackson, Ezekiel Jackson. And a kick to the leg. And thrown into the corner. Nope, reversed. And a kick to the leg of Ezekiel Jackson. And Ezekiel just trying to, he has Chuck Norris right where he wants him. I mean, he's got the numbers advantage. He just has to not make any mistake. He cannot make the mistake of trying to, he cannot underestimate Chuck Norris. I mean, you never should. Or you shouldn't ever, I should say, excuse me. And Norris, wow, just incredible resilience. A knife edge chop to Ezekiel Jackson, whip into the ropes. A drop kick. And then a kick to the gut. I mean, Norris has been in there since, I think it was number 8, I think. Or actually, I think he was number 7, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I know that Ezekiel Jackson's number 10. Thrown into the corner. Nope. And now Jackson in trouble. Nope. Just back and forth action. And then a punch right to the head. And Norris thrown over the top rope, but still not landed on the floor. And Ezekiel Jackson, he's done it! Ezekiel Jackson has won this match. And is the new ECW champion, and believe it or not, in the 5th dimension, he was the last ever ECW champion in the history of the WWE. And it's only fitting that he won this match and became the ECW champion in the 3rd dimension. Folks, that's going to do it for the Rumble for the Gold, but we still got more matches yet to come. So stay tuned for that, as they are coming up next.